Hi, you're listening to Yellow King Filmboy. Denis Villeneuve's Dune is scheduled for a December 2020 release, and the director has been talking recently about how he's going about bringing Frank Herbert's classic sci-fi novel to the screen. He told Empire magazine that he spent the best part of the year perfecting the design of the giant sandworms. These giant deadly monsters that inhabit the planet of Arrakis are essential to the narrative of the story. The director told Empire magazine, "We talked about every little detail that would make such a beast possible, from the texture of the skin to the way the mouth opens, to the system to eat its food in the sand." He added, "It was a year of work to design and to find the perfect shape that looked prehistoric enough." Frank Herbert's original inspiration for the sandworms of his series were the dragons of European mythology that guard treasure. Villeneuve also talked about how character Paul Atreides has a similar character arc as Michael Corleone of The Godfather. He said, "Paul has been raised in a very strict environment with a lot of training because he's the son of a duke, and one day he's training to be the duke. But as much as he's been prepared and trained for that role, is it really what he dreams to be? That's the contradiction of that character. It's like Michael Corleone in The Godfather. It's someone that has a very tragic fate, and he will become something that he was not wishing to become. His survival depends on being able to make the right decisions and adapt to different dangerous situations. It's a very beautiful story about someone that becomes empowered. Like any young adult, he is looking for his identity and trying to understand his place in the world, and he will have to do things that none of his ancestors were able to do in order to survive. He has a beautiful quality of being curious about other people, of having empathy, something that will attract him towards other cultures, and that's what will save his life." In the 80s, David Lynch's Dune film, Carl MacLachlan played Paul Atreides. In Denis Villeneuve's version, Timothée Chalamet is assigned the role. Hans Zimmer is also set to score the film, having worked with Villeneuve previously on Blade Runner 2049. In March 2018, Villeneuve made clear that he planned to adapt the novel into a two-part film series, and a little over a year later, legendary CEO Joshua Grode confirmed that they would be following through on that plan, as Grode told The Hollywood Reporter. "That's the plan. There's a backstory that was hinted at in some of the books that we expanded. Also, when you read the book, there's a logical place to stop the movie before the book is over." Then in June 2019, it was announced that Legendary would also be putting the Dune TV rights to use, too, with spin-off series Dune: The Sisterhood, exclusively for Warner Media's impending streaming service HBO Max. Dune: The Sisterhood will focus on Bene Gesserit, a powerful ancient order of women with mysterious origins, and also function as a prequel to the 2020 film. The pilot for Dune: The Sisterhood is set to also be directed by Villeneuve, who will serve as executive producer alongside Brian Herbert. So are you excited for Dune? Villeneuve certainly seems like the perfect director for this enterprise. As always, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.